Alright, time for the third and final installment of the Millennium Trilogy, The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. And just so you know, in case you haven't read any of them, Millennium is the not fake news investigative journalism magazine at the center of this whole trilogy. And The Girl Who Kicks the Hornet's Nest picks up immediately where The Girl Who Played with Fire left off, with Lisbeth Salander narrowly surviving her multiple bullet wounds and facing prosecution for murders that her deep state rogue father committed and framed her for, with the assistance of her long-lost half-brother, and with some help from corrupt individuals within the system, including a legal guardian and a psychiatrist. In Lisbeth's corner is the whole investigative journalism team at Millennium, even at great personal risk to themselves. A friend of hers in the hacking community. And the book and the movie have almost everything in common, from Salander's recovery, her arrest, the assassination of Zelashenko by his own agency because they've had enough of his trouble, and the attempted assassination of Salander to keep it under wraps, harassment of Millennium reporters to keep them out of it, Salander's trial and acquittal, and all the abuse and corruption in the legal and mental health system surrounding Salander because of Zelashenko, and also her final confrontation with Niederman, her half-brother, and reunion with Miko Bloomquist, all nearly a perfect spot-on match to the book with a few minor omissions. Now, I don't really recall any detail about Annika, who is Salander's lawyer and Bloomquist's sister, being pregnant. Another one, in I think a previous story, Salander admits that she has like a medical condition that prevents weight gain. I mean, we read in previous stories that she tucks into huge pizzas while getting down to business in her hacking work. And also in the movie, she's in her jail cell, doing planks and high knee runs and push-ups like she feels she needs to. And I have to admit, as someone who's been on the operating table a handful of times, I'm highly impressed with this speed of recovery after she had her brain worked on. I also don't recall in the book any details of what Lisbeth Salander wore to her court dates. In the movie, she is dressed like a cross between Marilyn Manson and Edward Scissorhands. I don't know much about what they allow in courtrooms in Sweden, but I know that in the States that would not wash for 1 second. The book ends with a warm reunion between Salander and Bloomquist. But the movie ends with their reunion falling kind of flat. It kind of looks like all he went through to get her justice, was kind of narrowly appreciated at best. But that ends The Girl Who Kicks the Hornet's Nest, but that is surprisingly not it for Bloomquist and Salander. There is The Girl Caught in the Spider's Web, which is... I have the book in my library, I haven't read it yet, but the movie's on Amazon. I'm going to cut into those as soon as possible. Right now I'm reading Atlas Shrugged before bed and a Game of Thrones during lunch, and that's what's coming up as soon as I finish them. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a Happy New Year.